Afternoon, y'all. Injury update, Kendall Hinton with a shoulder. He'll be day-to-day. Ennie is day-to-day with an illness. Baron Browning is day-to-day with a hip. Graham Glasgow is day-to-day with a shoulder. Jerry Jeudy day-to-day with an ankle. Andrew Beck, same thing, day-to-day. And then K1 and KJ are going to miss a few weeks still. And then limited will be Tom Compton, Fleming, Simmons, Jonas, Mike Purcell, Kareem, and then full all the other guys. Long list.
Do you expect Tom Compton to play this week?
We sure want him to. I mean, he's a player that's played a lot of games in this league. We need him. We need him for this team. So this is going to be a big week for him, I think, to be able to take a big step forward.
He's also played all over. Where do you expect him to play?
I think right now that's the good thing about having a guy like that is, he could play probably all four positions in there. I don't think he's played center, but he's going to give us a lot of value in that flexibility that we need.
With Randy Gregory, is there a chance he gets activated this week, or is that another week or more down the line?
Yeah, right now we're just playing that week to week. We want to do the right thing for him.
If Glasgow couldn't go and Wattenberg's your center, is the backup Meinertz or Reisner, or have y'all not gotten that far as it might be if Wattenberg were to go down?
Right now, we feel like we've dodged a little bit of a bullet with Graham. I think after kind of walking out on the field, seeing how he was reacting, I was a little nervous, but he's really bounced back very well. We're going to play it day to day, and we're talking about that. We're evaluating that, and we're looking at all possibilities there.
Coach, what would you say your offensive identity is right now?
It's not a good one. It hasn't been a very successful offense, and we have a lot of things that we want to get better at, and we want to be sure that we continue those opportunities for the guys and continually get better options for the guys. And for us right now, a lot of improvement to be able to gain that identity.
What do you expect significant improvement to happen this week?
Right now, we want to be sure that we look at the guys that we have that are out there. There's going to be a lot of different faces potentially, so we want to be sure we take advantage of the things that they do, and at the same time, continually build this thing around Russell.
Can you protect the line then that way by maybe less shotgun, run more to give the lineman a little more chance? Because obviously when you had multiple guys injured, it's tough then when you pass 42 times, especially with vertical routes.
Yeah, a lot of the time we try to go a little bit more intermediate. Sometimes those things can get extended. But yes, we want to be able to get the ball out of our hand quick. We want to be able to protect, especially with these two very, very good defensive ends that we'll be facing. Their entire front four, front five at times is very good. So we're taking all that into perspective, depending on who's going to be out there. You never want one-on-one matchups. You want to try to limit that as much as you can. You want to run the ball. All those things are things that we take into account. We want to still be aggressive, but smart at the same time.
When you stand in front of the team, Coach, what do you tell them to make them believe the offense is going to get better?
I think in the end, it's about, like we've talked about, is accountability. I think that it starts with me, and I want to always hold myself accountable, make sure that I'm giving the guys the ample opportunities to make plays, and then just talking about all the different things that we can do better as a team. And so when we do that, we put the tape up there in front of the entire group, and we talk it through. We talk about where maybe I went wrong, where maybe a player went wrong, and it's an open forum. It's one of those things that we want to have that relationship in that room, that we can all see those things, and hey, if you make this play here and there, things change. It's not just one guy. It's multiple guys, and we got to get everybody on the same page because we got to get a win.
Was the release of Tyree Cleveland an example of accountability?
I think it's first, it's about numbers, and George handles a lot of that stuff. We needed a spot, and we have a lot of wide receivers. Tyree has really worked hard. He's done a good job for us. I mean, he's been really good on special teams and all those things, and that's just part of the business.
What do you take from that first matchup?
It was a close game. There was a lot of good up-tempo stuff. That was kind of the first time that we amped that up a little bit, and you saw some good things happen there in the up-tempo. We were behind the sticks a lot. It's kind of been a broken record from me saying that, so I think that kind of hurt us a little bit. But there were some good signs. We had a couple good shots down the field, and we need to continue those.
And then they've been in so many close matches. What do you say to the team about kind of where they are?
Somebody's got to win this game. I mean, it's been a lot of one-point scores between, or not 1 point, but one-score games between both of the clubs. It speaks to they're a really good football team. I know everybody looks at records, but in the NFL, I believe that everybody's really, really good, and somebody's going to have to make that final play to be able to make it that who comes out on top.
Like you said, two teams with a lot of close losses. How much is desperation and hunger going to make that difference in a game like this on Sunday?
Oh, I mean, I think anytime you walk out on that field, you've got that hunger nonstop. I don't know if it's necessarily desperation. You don't want anybody to ever think that. You want them to go out there hungry and fired up and ready to make a play because that's what we do. That's what players do. That's what you want them to think.
K1 missing a few weeks. Can you just maybe speak to what he's meant to your defense? How do you go about replacing a guy that plays a unique spot?
I mean, I'm very excited about, the next man up. There's been a lot of those, and it's a great opportunity for a lot of guys to get experience and go out there and play football. So I'm excited for the guys that are going to go out there and make plays. But K1 has done an incredible job for us. I mean, we saw that he had a pass breakup and that pick versus Jacksonville, which was huge to get that win. I mean, he's just been all over the place. He's a leader. He's soft-spoken, but he plays loud. And that's what I love about him. And he's just a great person. He'll be around a lot, but we want to get him back.
For Luke Wattenberg, if he has to go back in there, how much kind of work does he need with Russ to kind of get that timing right with the center snap exchange?
Solid amount. I mean, we always try to work it. You never can work it enough, especially going under there for a snap. Everybody snaps a little bit different. You want to try to get it as consistent as you possibly can. And we'll try to continually work it now if we got to go with him. And so they'll get a full week from that standpoint.
Time for a few more for the coach, please.
Is there a chance you're going to get him back this year, or is his season
Who's that?
Billy?
No, it's week to week right now.
Hey, where do you want to see Russell improve the most going forward through the rest of the season?
Just continually owning the system. We want to build this thing around him. We want him to feel that, and we want to put him in positions that he can make plays, and he's comfortable making plays. Just not thinking, going out there and having fun and playing ball.
Hey, speaking competitively, have you found any hatred in your heart for the Raiders yet?
That's a good question. You're trying to get me riled up there, aren't you? The Raiders, I've been on a lot of teams and been around the Raiders a while. My dad coached for the Raiders for a little bit. So that was a unique family situation. But, just always having them around in the division and stuff like that. The Raiders are a great organization. They've been around for a long time, and I'm excited to go play them.
Thank you very much, Coach.
All right, y'all.